My name is Denaya and I go here at VCU. I'm a junior majoring in HPEC, specifically health sciences, and I am an Indigenous and African American woman. I am from the Navajo and Sioux tribes. And what my heritage means to me is being from a long line of amazing people that have made so many contributions to how we live today, carrying on their stories and their memories and their culture and sharing it and spreading it with one another. If there was anything I could tell upcoming Indigenous teacher or educator, is that do not be ashamed to share your culture or to correct people when they're wrong about history. Our history is important, and as we know, sometimes it quickly dies off. So don't feel ashamed to share important parts of our culture and correct people, because these are things that people are going to remember and tell to others. As an Indigenous person, of course, I feel valued all the time in my community, with my family, but most importantly, I feel valued when non-Indigenous people ask me about my opinion on Indigenous topics. A person that I can say does this often is Beck from OMSA. They are always asking about my culture, always asking about my opinions and how I feel about certain topics, and telling me, to help me give them information about my culture. And I just feel like a valued person, that I am able to teach people about who I am, where I came from, and the people before me. I feel like if younger me could see me now, she would be so amazed at the stuff that I'm doing, at the way I'm embracing my culture and the way I'm sharing it with others. When I was younger, when I was learning about my culture and who I was, I kind of had some shame with my identity, but now, as a 20-year-old and working with VCU, I just feel so proud, and I feel like she would too, that more people are going to know more about our culture and that I'll also know more about myself. To better K-12 education, I would press for more Indigenous educators, and also to expand the topics of Indigenous culture. In schools, we learn about 5, maybe 6 tribes. We learn about kind of how they live, but there's so much more to that. There's so much culture. And as I mentioned previously, the stuff that Indigenous people do plays such an impact onto who we are today and to how we influence the land and the people around us. So I would just press for Indigenous educators, more intensive and detailed Indigenous history lessons, and to also maybe have field trips to Indigenous locations to really educate the youth. I'm really passionate about that. I feel like educating the youth is where we should start, because they'll grow up with this knowledge and spread it onto others. An educator that really helped me who I am as an Indigenous person today is Christina Davis. She works in the interdisciplinary studies for VCU. Even though we just met, she's had a big impact on me. She's helped me with spiritual healing, with working to do Indigenous events, and just being a constant support system for me as another Indigenous woman, and as also an African American woman. And I just really appreciate how she's kind of taken me under her wing, and it's just helping me grow here as an Indigenous woman at VCU. This a Native American person out there, you're beautiful, you play such an impact, and you're so important, despite what people may think.